No!
Inside is a 2007 French horror film that follows a pregnant woman who is being attacked by a mysterious woman on Christmas Eve. It is a very short, very straightforward, to the point home invasion film that turned very ugly. It was only 82 minutes long with the credit, and apparently it was shot in chronological order. It can be considered as a French extremity, and it was drawn resemblance with Gaspar Noé's filmography by a lot of people as well. So you can kind of see where this is going. It was remade in 2016, which received mostly negative reviews, but the original always has a place for both the critics and horror fans who love to see some red. Inside is a very gory, bloody, and a very violent film. Sometimes it's very hard to watch. For a person who's really sensitive about the subject of pregnancy, this film naturally got under my skin very quickly. It made me very uncomfortable throughout the entire runtime. It's very easy to sit here and praise the film for its violence as a horror fan because it is pretty daring. The prosthetics and special effects makeup work in some of the scenes here are very convincing. They are very smart with the way they're presenting these elements too. Many times you only see these prosthetics for a split second and it cuts away, so you never really get the time to process if they're good or bad, but the message and the idea is conveyed instantly with editing and sound. But beyond the shock value the film is reaching for, I think it is the craft that made this film stand out, because it isn't all about the gore. It is also about this beautiful, foggy, atmospheric cinematography on a cold Christmas Eve, yet utilizing a warmer color palette to bring out the skin tone, mixed with the jittery action scenes executed in narrower shutter angles, which make the film feel a lot more rhythmic. There's this beautiful dolly shot about 20 to 25 minutes into the film where they dolly in on a character and dolly back out that really caught me off guard. It is creepy as hell, and it really reminded me of some of the great directions that came out from John Carpenter's Halloween or Hereditary, combining with the periodic fade to blacks that really slips the audience in and out of time as we experience this horrible night with the main character. All of that makes this a very effective, contained, and claustrophobic thrill ride. The distorted music in the back is creating a lot of chaos and noise to the screen, but also with a simple piano passage that lingers in your head beyond it. My only complaint for the film, I guess, is the writing and some of the directions it took. There are some plot points in here that can be very frustrating and disappointing. If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. One of which happened near the very end that kind of ruined the ending for me because it's just stupid. It felt very forced, and I don't see it contributing to neither the story nor the theme. I can say that some plot points here are there just for shock value, and it came off a bit trite at times. The characters are not the most interesting, but the main character really is the star here. You feel bad for her because the situation she is dealt, and I think it's a bit too physical. The violence can be viewed as a bit unnecessary, but I think for what it is, I think it was okay while it lasted, even though sometimes I struggle to watch it myself. Inside, I guess, also tries to hint at some sort of biblical enlightenment. Not only the story takes place during Christmas Eve, and there are a lot of moving parts. It's not just about our protagonist running away from this woman, considering the strong theme of the relationship between a mother and her children, and the parallel between the cutaways to the baby inside her womb and the fact that this woman is inside her house, and the fact she lives in the house 666 with a big ass triangle on top. Now, for all of y'all wholehearted Christians out there, please watch this movie and quote the scripture for me to help me understand the aspect of the film. That would be very appreciated. I also recommend studying this movie with your kids on Christmas night, because what's better than a good old family time and a heartwarming movie? I'm thinking a strong 3 to a light 3.5 on this thing. Go check it out.